Hi Shasta, hi Math Department. This is Doug, and I just wanted to go through and show you some of the keyboard shortcuts that I use for editing equations. A couple of people have asked me about them, and I just want to make sure that you're aware of these things and how they work. So first of all, I typically never take my hands off the keyboard. I rarely need the mouse. If I want to start an equation anywhere, I'm just going to hit Alt and then equals, and I now have a new equation object ready to go. I'm going to do a compound fraction. I'm going to do a couple different terms in a numerator, and I'm going to do a couple terms in the denominator, and I think one of the terms in my denominator I'm going to make be a square root. So because I know that I have multiple terms in the numerator and denominator, the general thing is you just throw parentheses to help PowerPoint or to help any Office app understand the intent. So I could say 3x squared plus I don't know, 5x minus 10. So I got three terms in that numerator, or minus 12, divided by, now my denominator, I'm going to put in, I'll do 3x, and then I'm going to do plus a square root. So to do square root, we use these things called escape sequences. So it's basically this slash, and then some special words that I'm going to give you a list of. So one of them is SQRT. And as soon as you do that in open parentheses, notice it turned it into the square root symbol. And it's going to stay the square root symbol until I close the parentheses and then press space. So you can see now it's exactly a well-formatted root, right? Now I'm going to close the parentheses again and press space. And at that point, you can see it immediately took the numerator, which had three terms in parentheses, and the denominator, which had two, and it turned it into this fraction bar. So basically, you can get to just about anything like that in Microsoft Word without leaving, without taking your fingers off the keyboard. So let me do a couple more and show you how one of the ways you can learn these keyboard shortcuts. So again, I'll activate an equation again, and let's say that I want, an angle symbol. I hope that's going to be here. So if I hit the drop down, and then I can hit this, I can see geometry. And then I can see right here is my angle symbol. But you can see the keyboard shortcut for that. It just did it just a minute. Right? It's that slash and then the word angle. If I want degree, right here's the degree symbol. It's the that escape sequence in degree. Now, I think probably a lot of times it's probably easier to not have to do all of these things, but if you've got one, you can just copy and paste it and use it again. So I'm going to do angle ABC, or I'll say this, I'll say the measure of, and I'll do ANGLE, the measure of angle, I'll do ABC, and I'll say equals 33 DEGREE. 33 degrees. Again, didn't take my hands off the keyboard. The entire thing was done just using the keyboard, no mouse needed. But again, like I said, if you want to kind of learn some of those symbols that you use a lot, it's nice to just kind of come over and look at them. Now, some of these ones, right, obviously, I was showing you how to get those with the division symbol. And those are pretty straightforward, right? If I did 5 divided by 4, it knows that's 5/4. And I can say plus 3 divided by 3/2, and then equals. But like some of these more obscure characters, if you just hover over them, there's no way I'm going to type that. But this plus minus, so you can actually do plus minus, but then you can do the symbol PM. And one of the things too that I like is that now these individual characters can be changed. You can change their color. So if I wanted to, I could label a diagram with the different color angles, and then I can come in here and I can match those colors for the vertices using different colors. So anyways, that's just a brief look at the equation editor that's in Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, and how you can quickly get very powerful equation editing tools with just your keyboard and no need for your mouse.